This lecture is generously sponsored by Mink Jewels, who have been serving this community since 1978. They were founded just 6 years after the Algemeiner. They're like our little brother, almost. You can visit our website, minkjewels.com, or on the back of each of your tickets is more information. Thank you very much to the Minkowitz family for that sponsorship. Also want to thank Rabbi Arthur Schneier and the Park East Synagogue. Rabbi Schneier sends his regrets. He would have loved to be here tonight, but due to a family emergency, he is unable to attend. And of course, Mr. Herman Hochberg of the Park East Synagogue for your hospitality, the president. And of course, we'd like to congratulate the Park East Synagogue on your recent celebration, 120th anniversary, 120 years, and going strong. The past year has been one of great turmoil for Jews and for Israel. We had the economic downturn, the flotilla incident, Iranian nuclear belligerency, rockets that continue to rain down on Israeli towns and cities. And to make matters worse, it seems that we are losing horribly in the media battleground of ideas. We are failing to communicate the proud and positive Jewish message, and we are failing to convey Israel's narrative in ways that demonstrate to the world the enormous contribution and indispensable role that Israel plays on a global stage. This week, I saw a film at an indie movie house in Soho. It's called A Film Unfinished. Many of you may have heard of it. It was featured in the New York Times. The movie documents recent discoveries of Nazi propaganda footage that was shot in the Warsaw Ghetto. These scenes were aimed at depicting Jews as subhuman and worthy of the horrific fate that was inflicted upon them. The Nazis were obscene masters at using platforms of mass communication to slander our people. Today, the enemies of the Jewish people and the enemies of Israel still use similar cruel methods to silence the Jewish voice and to paint the Jews of Israel as occupiers, as war criminals, and as murderers. As many of you already know, this is the vital mission of the Gershon Jacobson Foundation, to expand and to enhance our media platforms as we serve as a courageous voice, fighting for Jews and fighting for Israel, communicating the Jewish message and ensuring that people around the world know what Israel truly stands for. We are gathered here now to honor and to celebrate this vital mission. Tonight's event, amongst all the activities of the GJCF and the Algemeiner, is meant to rejuvenate our commitment to champion the cause of Israel and the Jewish people. Allow me to briefly report to you our supporters on our progress over the past year. Many of you who were at the last annual lecture. In the last year alone, since 2009, we have reported tremendous growth. Last September, we launched the new Algemeiner English edition. We have since doubled our circulation and have brought in over 100 new advertisers into the paper. And thank you to Moishi and Sami, our advertising team, for making that happen. 2 months ago, we launched the Algemeiner e-paper, which now has over 30,000 subscribers. On Facebook and Twitter, we have an impressive following, and it is continuously growing. We've been featured on Fox News a number of times. For those of you who saw on Saturday night, Motzei Shabbos, the Algemeiner was depicted on Heraldo at Large. We've brought in a number of new talented writers to the Algemeiner, and traffic on our website is continually increasing rapidly. I also want to thank our dedicated staff, our writers, volunteers who work diligently despite the challenges especially financial challenges to produce the weekly newspaper, and you've invested so much effort in producing this event and many of our other programs. The entire list of our dedicated staff can be found towards the back of the event journal that every one of you has received this evening. Above all, I want to thank and acknowledge our partners, the visionaries and the forward-leading thinkers whose support has made the GJCF and the Algemeiner and all of these initiatives possible. Please take notice of the event journal that everyone has received, where we honor those that have taken out dedications, pages for tonight's event, and there's a full list of our partners and supporters in the back. There is still much work to do. As much progress as has been made, there is a tremendous amount more that needs and has to be done. So we encourage each of our supporters to continue growing and working with us. For those of you who have not yet pledged support and are just learning about our important work, I invite you to please consider our worthy goals and welcome you to take advantage of this opportunity. It is not often that one has the chance, the opportunity to help influence the course of history.